Welcome, I'm the Legendary PokéMaster, and today we are ranking all 9 Eeveelutions in chronological order. Actually, that's not proper use of chronological, but anyway, we are ranking them from the top, or number 1, which is the most powerful, to the bottom, which is the least powerful, objectively. Most of this will be based on stats, but also moves and typing will be included. So yeah, it's another one of those self-explanatory ones. So without further ado, let's start. Number 9 is Eevee. Did you expect that coming, or did you expect that coming? You probably expected that coming. The reason Eevee was quite obviously going to be at the bottom of this list is because, hey, what do you think would win? A level 50 Eevee or a level 50 any of its evolutions? Number 8 is Flareon. Right off the bat, Flareon uses a Firestone to evolve, so you know it won't have many attacks that it learns while leveling up. It has pretty good attack and special defense stats, but can't really take advantage of either. Most physical attacks that are learned by Flareon just don't cut it when it comes to power, and Flareon doesn't even learn many moves overall. Plus, out of all of the attacks Flareon knows, only 2 have an advantage against one of its weaknesses: Rock Smash and Dig against rock types. Speaking of weaknesses, Flareon's low defense basically allows any rock or ground type to 1 or 2 hit KO Flareon due to those types primarily having physical attacks. Number 7 is Espeon. Now we're getting into a region of the video where the Pokemon aren't bad, but some are superior than others. Because Espeon is actually pretty good. See, it has a gem, so it's psychic. That is very psychic-y.
Stan Pines from Gravity Falls isn't the psychic, you idiot!
Yeah, he knows that. Also, this is a terrible Stan impression, but I am totally Stan.
But like Flareon, Espeon can't really shine where it performs best: special attack. The most powerful special attack that Espeon can actually learn is Future Sight with 120 power, then Dream Eater with 100 power. 2 moves that have harsh consequences of use and can provide the enemy with some time to take advantage of Espeon's low defense. Number 6 is Jolteon. It's actually here for the same exact reason that Espeon is. And in fact, when you compare the stats of each, they are extremely similar in performance. The only real reason Jolteon is above Espeon is because of its electric typing, which provides Jolteon with 2 fewer weaknesses. So yeah, that's your evidence. Clap it up for all the hard work that I did on Jolteon. Hey, come on. Okay, whenever you guys are mad at me in a top 10, or actually top 9, I make the next transition awesome. So I'll do that. Here is number 5. Number 5 is Leafeon. Now we're getting into another region of the video. It's called Top 5 Relatively Good Eeveelutions that are not all that bad but are placed in specific order, because that's the format of the video section. So Leafeon starts off this section. Leafeon could be considered the opposite of Jolteon. High attack and defense, but poor special attack and special defense. However, despite that, Leafeon still retains a good speed stat of 95 base power. Taking advantage of its stats, the moves Last Resort and Leaf Blade, which are learned from leveling up, can be great assets. Leafeon also has 4 resistances. However, as usual, the stats where the Pokemon lags are its Achilles heel. Leafeon has 5 weaknesses, which is why I personally don't like to use Grass-type Pokemon. Hey, I did that good transition back there, so you cannot complain. Anyway, Leafeon's poor special defense essentially allows Fire and Poison types to 1 or 2 hit KO it, as most of the moves from that type are special attacks. Ice also could fall in with the other 2, because it's kind of 50-50 when it comes to physical and special type ice attacks. So yeah, that's it. Next. Number 4 is Glaceon. Out of all of the evolutions, Glaceon most likely has the best rounded stats. However, its special attack is by far the most powerful stat at 130 base power. This allows Glaceon to effectively use moves such as Blizzard, Ice Beam, and even Shadow Ball. However, the main reason why it's only number 4 is because Glaceon only has 1 resistance in comparison to 4 weaknesses. And its speed being the only place it really falters can be concerning in that aspect. Number 3 is Umbreon. No! Don't get mad at me because it's not number 1. In fact, this actually is my personal favorite Eeveelution, and really the only one that I ever really used. But there are still others that I think are stronger than it, so it is number 3. Once again, you cannot get mad at me. I did the awesome intro back there. You cannot do that. Anyway, Umbreon is primarily a defensive Pokemon, which is probably more essential than being an all-out attacking Pokemon for a Pokemon with 3 weaknesses. This naturally does sacrifice attack and speed stats a lot, but it's still a strategic sacrifice due to the aforementioned aspect. Otherwise, there's not much wrong with Umbreon, but it's Umbreon's strongly unrounded stats that place it at number 3. So before I show you the top 2, I'm gonna switch to our routine commercial break, and the reason I'm not doing that at number 1 is because there are only 2 evolutions left that I didn't mention, and if it were before number 1, then you would already know because of process of elimination. So yeah, commercial break, and then we'll be right back. Number 2 is Vaporeon. Vaporeon has well-rounded stats with the exception of defense and attack, the latter not even being critically important because most strong water-type moves are special attacks, an area which Vaporeon excels. Vaporeon learns great moves that can be used in tandem with its special attack stat like Hydro Pump, Surf, Blizzard, and Muddy Water. It also has 4 resistances against 2 weaknesses. Given all of this, Vaporeon is a Pokemon to be reckoned with, but perhaps only trumped by... Number 1, Sylveon. You might have known it, or you might have not. But whether you like it or hate it, Sylveon is undoubtedly towards the top of anyone's list of evolutions. It will take a while to get through everything, so here's a top 6 things that make Sylveon number 1 instead of top 10 evolutions video. Oh wait, top 9. Top 9. No, don't boo me! So without further ado, let's start. Number 1 is high special defense, taking care of its poison type weaknesses. Number 2 is 3 resistances against 1 immunity. Number 3 is Moonblast. Number 4 is Draining Kiss. Number 5 is Dazzling Gleam. Number 6 is the subjective best looking shiny form. So yeah, those are my picks. Choosing the order was by no means easy, and in all honesty, all of the evolutions are actually quite powerful. But maybe I missed a detail or a piece of reasoning, so I'd like you to tell me what you think. Which parts of my list do you agree with, and which do you not? Please leave a comment down below telling me what you think. You could also like the video to show some support, or subscribe to see videos like this twice a week. Regardless of whether or not you do those things, have a great rest of the week, and I will see you in the next video.
Hey, you know how to trigger a Gravity's False, fan?
No, how do you do that?
You say that the show was cancelled instead of ended. I'm pretty sure Austin did that on Google Plus once and it didn't turn out well for him.